Well, hello everyone, TheOntarioGardener here, back with another automation tutorial, and this is a big one. Now, if you saw my previous video, I showed you how to automate your basic omelet, which is chopped tomato and chopped spinach, along with the egg folded over omelet style. Now, you may say, okay, that's great, but there are also two other cards you get. You get a mushroom and onion card, and you also get a bacon and cheese card. So, this is the monstrosity that I came up with. Now, there's no feasible way to do this likely in a run. Now, it is possible. You need a lot of grabbers. I kind of have this set up as a bit of a compact way. So I mean, you could follow my mouse along here. Like, you could have these up here and this one down here, so you'd be saving some as far as some grabbers. You'd be saving what, one or two grabbers, something like that. This is pretty compact. I mean, the lettuce and the spinach and tomato is pretty straightforward. You have to have the jiggle bin. You have your setup here with your mixers. The onion and mushroom are the easiest because there's no discarding, there's no cooking. It's basically you chop it, you cook it, you fold it, etc., etc. You're done. Down here, the bacon and cheese is easy because you're just basically chopping it and put it to a combiner, just like these two ingredients or these three ingredients here. However, bacon's a bit iffy. Now, you could do all of this just with one heated mixer. So basically, you would eliminate this, and you just have this being a heated mixer. The only problem with that is it takes such a long time for it to mix it and then to cook it on a heated mixer. So I recommend having all you really need is a conveyor mixer or another type of mixer with a grabber, and feed this in like this into the safety hob. Now, if you want to go one step further, put a grabber in between the safety hob and the portioner. Basically, put one like this facing the other way so it's not pushing onto that. That way you can have one cooking at all times. But again, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then your 4th slice here. So you're not going to be going through that many that quickly. You just won't. So let's just fire this up. It takes a bit to kind of get going, but we can watch. It's a lot of dinging because we have all these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 mixers, which is ridiculous, mind you. We should actually have 9 mixers. We have 9 mixers, not 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 3 for each. And as you can see, the mushroom and onion are being done quickly. The tomato and spinach are done quickly. And then, of course, the last one would be the bacon. But you can see down here, having it set up this way is by the time the safety hob is finished cooking, because the way that the pork works, you have to cut it or chop it first. Then you cook it, then you portion it. But by the time this finishes, like you can see, they're pretty much neck and neck. So even if you're pulling tons of these off, you're still waiting for the heated mixer. Now, you could negate the heated mixer and then use safety hobs, but then you'd have to redo that for all of these. So the heated mixer is not the problem. You're not going to be serving that many that quickly. But there you go, guys. It is up and running, and it's running very well, mind you. But it does, each setup requires 3 mixers, 2 combiners at least, and then your various other ingredients depending on what they are. So, the top one up here, you're going to be using 1, 2, 3, and then after the mixers have to be smart grabbers, because if not, as soon as the egg hits this, the grabber will pull it. So you want to have smart grabbers in here. Now, if you don't want to use prep stations and all that, which I highly recommend, you could eliminate all of this. You could push all this back 1 space. Which, I mean, you could actually push all this back 1 space anyway. You're not really losing anything. This would still have to come out of this, and you basically would have to bring it up and then in, similar to how this is, but it doesn't really matter how you do it. This is just showing you can compact it like this. I guess if anything, you would save a corner grabber doing it this way, but then it looks a little bit off. I'm just showing you the way that you could do. You could have all these lined up. You could have 1 push forward, 2 push forward. Yeah, it's basically the way you would do it. Now, you may say, okay, well, could you use, let's get out of this when stuff's running. Could you use teleporters for this? Yes, but the problem is you still have to cook the egg and then combine and then fold. So you're still needing this type of setup here. I mean, you could put all of this somewhere else and basically have teleporter. You could use 1 egg, but you basically would need 3 teleporters per cooking area, which to me that makes no sense, because you'd need another 3 on the other side, or at least another couple, because you could have the eggs feeding into 1. But again, the only way you can make it even more compact is cook your eggs somewhere else using 2 safety hobs, or a couple heated mixers, then teleporting them to basically this space. But the way that the combiners are set, you still need to have this action happening. No matter how you do it, you still have to have a mixer here somewhere to fold over the omelet after it's cooked. So, I mean, to me, this is kind of the best setup I could come up with. I would think it'd be the most efficient, the easiest, because it's full automatic. As we just saw, I didn't touch anything. It was full auto. And there you go, guys. So I want to keep it kind of short and sweet here. I want to thank you guys for joining me. This is your omelet, which is one of the mods. There's tons of mods out there right now in the workshop, food mods. And stay tuned because I have lots of other tutorials coming out of how to automate these different modded dishes, because there's tons of them. Some of them are fun, some of them are not fun, some of them are not easy to automate, and some of them are quite easy to automate. This one's fairly straightforward, just takes a lot of resources. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. It'd be much appreciated. And if you're enjoying the videos on my channel, hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out to achieve my next subscriber goal. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you next time.